I have a confession to make. I love shiny Pokémon. There's something about color-swapped trophy Pokémon that just fires all of the right neurons in my brain. And while some might argue that the different method hunts and key items introduced since Generation 5 makes these Pokémon a little less prestigious than they used to be, I love them all the same. Pokémon Legends Arceus was one of the absolute best games in the franchise for hunting shiny Pokémon. And so ahead of the release of Pokémon Legends EA, I was excited to see what shiny hunting in this new game would be like. And needless to say, it's pretty good. So after powering through Mabel's research tasks to get my shiny charm a week after the game's release, I decided to dedicate 50 hours into all of the different shiny hunts that Legends EA has to offer, and this is how it went. First off, let's talk about the mechanics behind shiny Pokémon. In Legends EA, the odds of finding a shiny Pokémon are 1 in 4,096, increased to 1 in 1,024 if you have the shiny charm. Though unlike the other Switch games, Legends EA doesn't have any dedicated method hunts, like mass outbreaks or chaining. So when I refer to shiny hunting methods throughout this video, I'll be using the term more generally. So the first question is, where do I start the first hunt? And to me this answer was obvious. Wild Zone 20. Wild Zone 20 is unlocked in the post-game and has the widest selection of Pokémon available out of any Wild Zone in the game. Not only that, Zone 20 has the ZA starters, the Kanto starters, and a pool of 67 unique, fully evolved alpha Pokémon that can spawn in the central area. And as for my method, I just started running laps around the perimeter. The zone is divided into 4 quadrants, each with their own spawns, so by running around the zone rather than fast traveling to reset, I could search for every Pokémon available. Is this a method I'd recommend now? No, but admittedly, this was shortly after the game released when most people were still working on obtaining their shiny charms, so shiny hunting discussion was still pretty limited. But nevertheless, it didn't take me any time at all to find the first shiny of the challenge. Yo, shiny Chikorita! Okay. Let's get the sparkle. Oh, that's so cool. That's such a good first shiny to find. And so early. That's 4 minutes. Nice. The first shiny Pokemon. And literally Pokemon number 1 as well. Shiny Chikorita is a great first find. Throughout this challenge, the main factors I was using to determine what to hunt for were how much I like the Pokemon, how good its shiny is, and whether it has a Mega Evolution. Chikorita ticks a lot of these boxes, so it's a great first Pokemon to have, especially only 3.5 minutes into the challenge. This is, admittedly, hilariously under odds, like not at all representative of whether running laps around Zone 20 is a viable shiny hunting method. But I continued my hunt, and just before the hour was up, I found another encounter. Yo! Shiny Malamar, the buzzer beater at the hour as well. Wow. Ah, with the sparkle as well. Everyone's new best friend Malamar. And another shiny with a new Mega Evolution. Finding a second shiny just before the end of the first hour was a very good sign of things to come. Though the third shiny, while it appeared quickly, would unfortunately buck the trend.
Wait, that's a shiny Hippowdon, no? He's black.
No, Hippowdon has different colors for male and female.
And from the wonderful Pokemon in this area, which one are you looking most forward to? That's a shiny Hippowdon.
I think that is a shiny Hippowdon. That's so funny.
I've said it like 3 times.
You're literally joking about... Oh my god, alright. Look, I don't dislike Hippowdon, and credit where it's due, the context of the encounter was entertaining. But as a mediocre shiny with no new Mega, it's falling a little short of the previous 2 finds. Sorry, big guy. Though unfortunately, despite spending another 2 hours running laps around Zone 20, this would be the last shiny I found here. Throughout my laps, I would cut in towards the central zone to check the 2 alpha Pokemon, but at the end of hour 3, I had nothing new to show for it. So I decided to leave Zone 20 and relocate for a new hunt. Though don't worry, we'll be revisiting this zone later down the line. For my next hunt, it was time to take advantage of what's debatably the most effective shiny hunting method in Legends EA, fast travel resets. The method is performed exactly how it sounds. Pick a spot, fast travel, and repeat. To understand what makes this method so effective though, let's talk about how shiny Pokemon work in Legends EA. Pokemon spawn in a roughly 50-meter radius from the player character, and when a shiny Pokemon spawns, that Pokemon is saved to the game's internal memory. You can then leave, restart the game, do pretty much anything else, and that Pokemon will still be there when you return. The game can store up to 10 shiny Pokemon in its internal memory, after which if a new shiny spawns, it overwrites the oldest Pokemon. Fast travel resets are so effective because every time you fast travel, you're spawning in a huge number of Pokemon within a 50-meter radius, and any shiny Pokemon that spawn in will be saved to this internal memory. With how quickly you can do fast travel resets, you can find shiny Pokemon incredibly fast. The only catch being that you can only effectively hunt Pokemon who spawn nearby a fast travel spot. My first fast travel hunt of choice was Zone 4. There are plenty of Pokemon I'd love to see here, such as Ghastly and Patrat, but my number one target was Honedge. Aegislash and its pre-evolutions are easily some of the most beloved Pokemon from Kalos, and no doubt have some of the best shiny forms among all Pokemon. So I started my fast travel resets, and needless to say, the results speak for themselves. Oh! I heard the sound. Where is he? Oh.
It's a shiny spinner.
Oh. That's the one I wanted the least, but he's still cool. I like him. Let's go netball. That's pretty fitting, I feel. Oh my god, there's no way. Yeah, that's a shiny Ghastly. Damn, there it is. Alright. That's two really quick. Oh, that was something. I'm gonna assume... Oh my god. Not again! No! Not another one.
Got the Master Ball.
It's good dive ball. It's blue. Come on, man, he's right there!
Oh my god.
No!
Not even 2 steps in the door.
Literally, as soon as I walk in.
Oh, well, hello there, pal.
Oh. You could have a Premier Ball, I suppose. That's so funny.
What should we call this guy? Stephen Fry?
Oh! There's another one. If I turn around this part of the graveyard. Ooh. Okay, wait, hold. God's sake. Do you see him? Shiny Kakuna. Wait!
Oh my god.
There's no way! The Weedle is shiny as well! That's unreal. Yeah. Wow.
Congratulations.
There's no way. There's no way. Do you see him?
Oh my god, he's out. He's out.
I was just doing more resets and then I spot him there. Oh my goodness. Hey, buddy.
Dude, he's actually massive as well.
Wow, look at you.
You're actually gonna have a team with 1 alpha and 5 regulars.
Dude, I just want one Honedge. Please. Oh.
Are you ready? You know what's coming.
I swear! Why? Why is it always Spinarak? That's so funny. That totally is. That's a shiny Ghastly. Okay, well at least it's not a Spinarak.
The sheer volume you're getting.
Ah, she's so pretty. I was about to refresh and then I spotted him.
Oh hey.
You know what? It's a bit silly. Let's go dive ball. Nice. That's the whole Ghastly line now, which is pretty cool. Still no sign of that Hone Edge, though. Or a Patch Rat. While I'd ended up with perhaps a few more Spinnerack than I'd hoped, it was clear to see that fast travel resets would be one of the best methods for finding shiny Pokémon, especially when you account for Pokémon beyond your target zone that remain within the 50 meters of your fast travel spot, as had occurred with Weedle and Kakuna. But after 2 hours, I still had no shiny Hone Edge, despite already completing the Ghastly and Spinnerack lines. So I decided to put a pin in this hunt for now, and come back for Hone Edge later. Next, we have to talk about a side hunt that I'd embarked on since the challenge started. Many Pokémon games feature specific Pokémon who only spawn under certain conditions, and Legends EA is no exception. There are a few of these to talk about, but the one I care about for now is Goomy. Goomy can spawn near the Saison Canal, but only when it's raining. So over the last 5 hours, whenever it had started to rain, I'd make my way over to this sewer entrance by the canal. I can repeatedly enter and leave the sewers through this door to reset the spawns outside, usually for about 15 minutes before the rain ended and Goomy would stop appearing. So when the rain started 4 minutes into my new hunt, I knew it was time to check for Goomy. But not only that, this hunt offered an important lesson. That you should always commentate as if whatever you're saying will end up in the final edit.
This is another one where you just run in and out, in and out, in and out as fast as you can for just some time.
Like, I guess technically in theory, but I also think it doesn't take that much longer to just check them. I think the reaction of like actually spotting it would be more fun than just spamming it and then waiting for it to appear, you know?
Think about the reaction, the authenticity.
Well, yeah, you know, it's one of those where it's like, this is about the journey, not the destination, you know?
Yeah, good old Goonie. I love Goonie.
Stop it. Bold of you to think I'm not cutting you out if you're saying something degenerate when it hits. It's like the John Stone clip where he's talking about IBS and he's like, because I be foreign, and then immediately shiny Skarmory. Oh! No! Come on, man! You're lying! That looks so scripted! Hey, buddy.
That was fast.
Hey, you gonna twinkle for me? No? Don't fancy it? Okay. It's fine, look. I'll give you a proper introduction. Oh! Wait, there's... You're lying!
Oh my god.
There's no way, man. Alright, one at a time. There we go. There he is. Little Goomster.
Goomy.
And let's get our little fish as well. I mean, with the red Gyarados in mind, I think we just go standard Pokeball. That's crazy. Man. Alright, 2 quick pickups. Finding one of the best Kalos shinies and a surprise shiny Magikarp was a treat, but I was looking for another golden shiny, as well as one of the most desired shiny Pokemon in the whole game. My next hunt was a bench reset in Zone 18. By climbing up the back alley ladders to this rooftop, there's a spot with 2 benches in range of a number of desirable Pokemon, namely Swablu and Altaria, Noibat and Noivern, Alpha Salamence, and the only Fennekin spawn in all of Lumiose. While I didn't expect to find a shiny Fennekin, it would be incredible if I did, and all of the other flying type Pokemon nearby were all on my wish list. By resting on the nearby bench to skip to day or night, I can reset all of the nearby Pokemon in a 50-meter radius, in much the same way as fast travel resets. The big advantage of bench resets is that you can reset in a wide variety of different places, often closer to specific Pokemon that are out of range of a fast travel point. The downside is that bench resets are much slower, especially if you're hunting a Pokemon that only appears during day or night. So it probably won't come as a surprise that it took much longer to find a shiny here than it did in Zone 4, but eventually the dry spell was broken. Oh! Bird!
Bird? Oh my god.
Certainly took a while. That was 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Bird up.
Thank you. We got one. As Swablu is one of my favourite shinies and Altaria has a Mega Evolution, I was stoked to find this. But one shiny for 3 hours of bench resets felt like a bit of a letdown. At least, that's what I thought. While the Pokemon on the nearby rooftop, the Salamence down below, and the Fennekin were all normal, I decided to have a quick search within the 50-meter radius once I reached the end of my 3 hours hunting here. And it's a very good thing I did.
Reports say there's a child that's been sleeping on the roofs, continuously surveying the area. He might be trying to do a heist on the Louvre.
Just see me rappelling from a building with a strange-looking bird in hand. Wow, I think that's all she wrote for bench for now, but let's just do a quick sweep of the area, see if there's anything else that has spawned in. Wait. There's no way, right? Oh my god. Oh, wait. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it turns out Bench was spawning a lot of shinies just in the wrong place. That's so funny. Let's go here. But now I need to get back up to that Ghastly. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Wow, I'm glad I decided to check over this way. Inspired by these unexpected discoveries, I checked in the radius of Zone 4 once again, only to find a shiny fledgling, adding another new unique species to the list. But with this, I was confident that there weren't any more hidden shinies lying around, so it's time for a new hunt. I wanted to tackle the elemental monkeys. Fortunately, there's a great spot for these just nearby. The elemental monkeys can appear across 3 to 4 spawns on this rooftop, and I can refresh the spawns by running back and forth or resetting on the nearby bench. Given the fact I was coming from 3 hours of resetting on a bench in the previous zone, I opted for the laps. But the monkeys were determined to make me work for it.
Oh my god.
Oh! Oh no!
Oh.
Panball's not a fan anymore.
I feel like we're being watched.
You ever get that feeling like someone's watching you?
And why did they not give Brock a semi-pour in the show?
Because of the eyes.
But that's why I would love him, man.
Oh my god, monkeys.
They're all green. That one over there is dead. Casualty alert.
Unfortunately, this was the first real hunt that turned up with nothing. There are other Pokemon spawns nearby which were also refreshing, such as Larvitar, Spritzy, and Pidgey, but I came up empty-handed. No pity shinies, no surprise sparkles, just me, some regular old monkeys, and my rapidly deteriorating sanity. The monkeys would get their chance another day, but by this point I'd crossed 11 hours, and in terms of actually obtaining my targets, yeah, we could be doing better. But for the next hunt, I had something perfect planned. Zone 12 is definitely one of the more unique wild zones in Legends EA. Other than the obvious question of how does an entire section of the city get covered in snow and ice, there's also a wide range of accessible Pokemon, including 2 with Mega Evolutions. Unfortunately, we've got benches right in the middle of the wild zone, meaning we can effectively bench reset every single Pokemon available in the area. My big target here is Snorunt, which should be pretty achievable given how many of them there are. However, I'll need at least 2 if I want both Glalie and Frostlass, as only female Snorunt can evolve into Frostlass. Either way, Snover, Machop, Vanillite, and Delibird would all be great to see as well, and sure enough, quantity would not be the issue this time around. Oh! Now that is a cool shiny. I think it's gotta be Premier Ball for this handsome fella. Nice. That's a cool one. It's a good one to break the dry spell on. Wait! That's a shiny Delibird over there! Okay, so this one I do need to be a little bit careful, because as soon as Delibird sees me, it'll try and run away. Nice. Oh! It's a big guy! Is that a new shiny? I feel like Machoke used to be pink. No, maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm just wrong. There we go. Oh! I don't want the goat!
Yo, the goat! It's the goat!
I can't very well complain about that, can I? Man.
Looks.
There's no way. Okay. That is not what I was expecting to find. How am I finding every rare one-off shiny in this place? Dude, he's really going for it. There we go. We got him. Dude, there's no way. Again? Yeah, that's another shiny Abomasnow, alright. Wait, I think that's a shiny Bergmite as well. Hold up. Unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, it totally is. Look at him!
This one has treated you pretty well.
Dude, Bergmite's a nice shiny as well. I'd ended up spending longer than I'd intended in this hunting ground for the sole purpose of finding a shiny Snorunt, which I was convinced should have appeared by now. But yet again, my efforts were thwarted. While I'd found plenty of shiny Pokemon to be excited about, it was a little frustrating to be adding another Pokemon to the come back to it later list. And for the next hunt, I was being a little indecisive. At first I went to Wild Zone 5. Fast travelling to Zone 5 puts you right in between Zones 5 and 16, making this one of the more effective hunts for Froakie. However, I quickly opted to fast travel at Zone 8 instead, in the hopes of finding one of 3 Pokemon I was particularly interested in: Drillbur, Camerupt, and Gibble. 2 of these Pokemon lay hiding in underground burrows in the Wild Zone, meaning you won't necessarily know that they're shiny until you approach them. And while Gibble was a more hopeful hunt, I was confident that at least Drillbur would be attainable. But the hours went by, and once again it seemed I was without any shiny Pokemon, at least until I explored more around the 50-meter radius. Oh my god, there's no way. Wait, there's no way that would... Oh yeah, that's a shiny Garbodor. Is that a shiny Trubbish behind the bush as well? That's so funny. It totally is! Look at him go! That's so funny. Alright, let's get a save down. Surely this won't be shiny again. Oh my god, man. Where? Where? How do I keep spawning the shinies over here instead of in the wild zone that I'm, like, actually fast traveling to? Come on. Is that a shiny Machop? That is a shiny Machop. That's a nice find though. That is a new shiny. But have I found a shiny Pidgey in this challenge so far? I think I found a shiny Fletchling, but not a shiny Pidgey.
Not during the challenge, but you did have already a shiny Pidgey during your playthrough.
Yes. Oh my god, never mind. Wait! He comes back, right?
I think so, yeah.
I'll be so sad if...
But that'd be so funny, as it's literally me manifesting yet again, just like with a shiny hippo.
Come on, buddy, you better still be here. Yeah, I think little guy is gone. This was unexpected. By this point in the game's release cycle, people had figured out how shiny Pokémon was saved to the game's internal memory, so there was a real confidence that it was effectively impossible to fail a shiny Pokémon in this game. But lo and behold, that shiny Pidgey was gone for good. And this is especially ironic considering a friend of mine on Discord had shared their experience of the exact same occurrence just a few days prior. Regardless, it was time for a new hunting ground. And when I heard of one new area to explore in particular, I knew that would be the location of my next hunt. Welcome to Lysander Labs. At first, Lysander Labs might be an odd choice for a hunting ground. There are no benches, no great fast travel spots, so it raises the question of how to reset spawns. But in fact, Lysander Labs has one of the most effective methods in the game, second only to a certain infamous staircase. By using the teleporters dotted around the lab, you can spam the A button to zip between two locations, refreshing all of the nearby spawns both quickly and easily. The only catch is, whatever Pokemon you're hunting for has to have already spawned in before you use the teleporter. The most effective way to ensure this is to walk within range of the target Pokemon, fast travel back to the entrance, and then start using the teleporter. The other big allure of this method is the range of available Pokemon, and I'm after 3 in particular: Honedge, Beldum, and Noivern. This is the only location in the game where Beldum and Metang can be found, but it's also my best alternative for Honedge and Noivern, 2 Pokemon which I'd hoped to have found elsewhere already, but had come up empty-handed. But this time I was determined to find my targets, and I wouldn't be leaving until I did. Yo, there he is! That's such a cool shiny. Interesting that it's the Doublade as well instead of the Honedge. Really happy to have that one. Oh. What was that? There's definitely something. Aha! Nice, got him. Yo, there he is! We got. Nice. First time as well. Oh, I cannot wait to see what Mega Metagross looks like. Yo, hey, Noivern number 2. I will happily take that. For the first time in 20 hours, I was walking away from a hunt with everything I'd hoped to find, and I was keen to keep the momentum going. My next hunt was another fast travel spot, but this one was unique in that it's the only fast travel spot in the game that's inside a wild zone. In Wild Zone 15, we can find plenty of Ghost, Grass, and Bug-type Pokemon, including Pumpkaboo, Gourgeist, Trevenant, and Banette. The only catch with this fast travel is that sometimes a nearby Pumpkaboo will spot you immediately upon spawning in, meaning you sometimes have to exit the area before you can fast travel again. But nevertheless, I was sure this would be a very quick hunt, and one that delivered in no time at all. That's a shiny Alpha Banette, isn't it? That is a shiny Alpha Banette. That's so cool. Nice, we got him. That's a really cool pickup. Xenoblade 1 came out, I played it, I was like, oh my god, this game's incredible. Then Xenoblade 2 came out, and it was like, wow, the environments are really cool, but then you have to deal with the anime tropey stuff that I just don't vibe with as much. And that's not to say that Xenoblade 1 didn't have, like, anime tropey moments, but it just all felt a little bit more amped up in Xenoblade 2. And then Xenoblade 3 came out, and I was like, you know, maybe I treated Xenoblade 2 too harshly. But I do like how the whole topple mechanic plays into the story roles, right? Like Ryan's there like, whoa, what a little guy! Hey buddy!
Oh, hey.
We now have a reason to put this tangent into the video.
It's gotta be a Duskull, right?
I think so. Nice.
Can you call him Alejandro?
Well, because you're listening to Lady Gaga.
Maybe.
Wait, is that? Yo, that is! Dude, look at this guy. Ah, look at him! The colors look so good in this game.
Yo, it's Roberto.
Nice, we got him. Dude, look at him. Ah. Alright, let's have a quick wander. That's another shiny Alpha Banette. And a Shuppet behind as well. That's so cool. Let's get this guy. Hey, buddy.
5 shinies in less than an hour? That's crazy.
Oh! Wait, how does that work? I literally threw the ball, it started the capture animation.
Well, that's the myth, right?
Well, they should be there. Yeah.
Surprise!
Well,
There we go. Do you want a glimpse into English culture? Go to Google Images, look up Luke Littler. He is a professional English darts player. It's kind of the running joke of like, he's 18 but he looks like a 30-year-old man because he's probably... Come on, man. I don't want to have to put that in the video!
Finish your sentence.
No! Luke, buddy, I mean nothing by it. Stay in the ball.
Demonetized.
Oh! That's a shiny Gorgeist.
is being 6 foot really that important in the dating scene? Spoiler, no, it's not. It's about a personality.
Oh, green bee!
Oh, you know what? Add that to the video. It's wholesome for once.
Nice. There he is. Wait. That's another shiny Pumpkaboo. I think that might be all she wrote for this area.
It's now come to an end.
Oh!
Oh,
A total lie.
is that sound?
That was the sound. Monkey! Oh, well that's good, because I was going to go back to monkeys soon. By the time I was ready to leave Zone 15 after 2 hours, I'd picked up almost every Pokemon I'd hoped to find, and made up for the dry spell during the monkey hunt beforehand. But around this time, I really wanted to try the most infamous method in the game. Not necessarily with any specific shiny Pokemon in mind, but just to see if it was really as ridiculous as I'd heard it was. If you've not figured it out already, we're going to Wild Zone 3. Wild Zone 3 is one of the earliest you'll come across in the game, and at first glance, appears just like any other. It covers a small compact space, meaning fast travelling is pretty effective, but inside the nearby monument is a door that will take you to the roof. This is significant because travelling through this doorway takes no time at all, and resets all of the nearby encounters in a 50-meter radius, meaning almost every spawn within Zone 3, and even some outside. The expected time to go on rate to see a shiny Pokemon here is only 10 minutes, and that's without the shiny charm. Add the prestigious little trinket, and the ETA drops to 3 minutes. 3 minutes for a shiny Pokemon. But is it really as good as it sounds? Well, the results speak for themselves. Okay, so I've been doing this for about 20 minutes, and not only have I already heard a shiny jingle while doing this, but I'm also pretty sure the Litleo right in front of me is shiny. So let's take a look. Oh hey. That's so silly. Well, there's one. Whereabouts? Oh my god. That's so many! Okay, one at a time, one at a time. We've got a Flabébé. There's a Litleo over here. Oh my goodness. Oh! Another Flabébé. Okay, so in 20 minutes, that's 2 shiny Flabébé and 2 shiny Litleo. That's a lot. That's a shiny every 5 minutes. There's another shiny Litleo. Oh, Skiddo. That's a good pickup. Oh. Another Flabébé. So to recap, in only a single hour, I had found 7 shiny Pokémon. But there was one other encounter which I stumbled across, and knew I had to catch it out of spite. I heard it around here though. Oh, there it is. It's a fletchling down there. Why did I not anticipate that? No! Wait, last saved. Hang on. Wait, we can save this. Last saved 6 minutes ago. Yeah, here we go. This should work. This is so silly. We got him. Oh, that was so much harder than it needed to be. The shiny fletchling was mine, and with it, redemption for the Pidgey lost a few hours earlier. But with this, it was time to say goodbye to Wild Zone 3. While it was clearly a very effective place to hunt, this video isn't about catching as many shiny Pokemon as possible. And it was around this time that I came across an interesting post on social media talking about a brand new method in Wild Zone 20. If you'll recall, Wild Zone 20 is unique because it has a pool of 67 unique Pokemon that can spawn as alphas in the central area. This new method, dubbed the overloading spawns method, allows you to triple the number of alpha Pokemon spawns from 2 to 6, making it incredibly fast to shiny hunt a wide range of Pokemon you can't find anywhere else. The overload method works by dragging Pokemon away from their original spawners, saving and rebooting the game. When you reboot, the Pokemon that were nearby the player character will retain their position before the save, but they'll also have their spawners reset to whatever location they were in when you saved. By dragging alpha Pokemon to the edge of Wild Zone 20, running far enough away from the original spawn points, and resetting the game, we can trick the game into respawning 2 more Pokemon in the central area. Do this once and you'll have 4 alpha Pokemon to hunt. Repeat once more and you can have up to 6. Then just do anything to reset the spawners, like fast travel or getting knocked out, and all 6 Pokemon will spawn in the center of Zone 20. What makes this hunt so interesting isn't just the fact that you can find fully evolved alpha Pokemon here, it's the fact that the pool of possible shiny Pokemon is huge, and thankfully it didn't take too long for the first shiny to show itself. Yo, that's such a cool shiny! The shiny Dragonite! Oh my goodness, look at him. That's so cool. Oh, well that's gonna save me so much time hunting for Dratini. It's worth noting now that I'm better off continuing the method rather than catching this now. When an overloaded spawn is removed, either by catching or defeating the Pokemon, the game realizes that the spawn shouldn't exist and doesn't replace the Pokemon, meaning that even if I catch this now, I can still only hunt 5 Pokemon until I repeat the setup. This also means that the likelihood of finding a shiny Pokemon among these 6 spawns will go down with each shiny I find. I decided I would catch the Pokemon upon finding 3 shinies. With only 3 possible checks, it felt better to reset the 6 spawns than continue hunting with only slightly increased odds than usual. Thankfully, the next 2 shiny Pokemon didn't take too long at all to find. There's no way! That is unreal. Okay, that's pretty funny. Alright, wow, I mean, we've got to keep going, right? There's no way we get a 3rd, right? Is that... Wait, there's no way, right? Oh, it is! Oh my goodness. That's number 3, Shiny Barbaracle. That's a cool shiny. I'm glad I recognized that. The sort of pink and the green was the giveaway. That is such a cool group of shinies. I love this method. This method is so cool. Nice. There's the Dragonite. There's Barbaracle. Wait, that wasn't over here, was it? Yo! Shiny Roserade as well! Oh, I love Roserade. It's actually one of my favorite Pokemon. That's such a nice find! Nice. That's an awesome pickup. There it is. I haven't done the math on the odds of my second Shiny Alpha being the same as my first, but needless to say, not likely. Barbaracle was a great find though, and Roserade is among my favourites too, so it's a freebie I'm very pleased to see. And so I repeated the setup and went again. Truth be told, overloading Zone 20 might just be my favourite shiny hunting method in Legends EA. Whether it's the guaranteed alpha spawns, the wide variety of possible Pokemon, or a combination of the two. Something about this method just really appeals to me. And with results like these, can you really blame me? Wow, that was so quick! This has only been set up for like 5 minutes. Alright, one down. Let's keep going. Wait! Yo, that's a shiny Vaporeon! Ah, dude, I'm so stoked to get an Evolution shiny as well, because Eevee feels like such a tedious hunt in this game. Oh, it looks so good! Yo, there it is. That's shiny number 3, Clefable. That's a really fun one as well. That's gonna look so good with the new Mega. I don't want this! That was so quick. Oh my goodness. Oh, yo! Tyranitar! Yo, that's such a cool shiny. I will take that. Wait, that's a shiny Dragalge right there. Whoops. Whoa, wait! Hold the bird! That's a Scrafty! Oh my goodness. Wow. Alright, dude. Like, the Garbodor was straight away, the Tyranitar took a while, and then just immediately after, Dragalge and Scrafty. There we go. Nice. There we go. Oh, wait. That's a shiny Stunfisk. Okay. Yo, wait. That's another shiny Scrafty. Dude, that wasn't that long after the... Oh, yeah, that was, what, like 7 minutes after the Stunfisk? You know, I've been running back and forth, spawning that Raichu at the back, and it's always spawned a Raichu. I think it might be shiny. It is shiny! Alright. That's another 3 with this method. It's so quick. Wait. That's a shiny Heliolisk, isn't it? I've only been doing this for 5 minutes. Yeah, alright. That's a shiny Frostlass, isn't it? Yo, it is shiny. Oh my goodness! Shiny Gardevoir! Yo, I wanted that so badly. Oh, that's so good. In total, I spent 5 hours on the Zone 20 overload method, the longest of any hunt in the video so far. And I was walking away with 17 shiny Pokemon, 14 of which were alphas, and 13 species I hadn't caught yet. Overall, a massive success. But coming from the highs of Zone 20, it was time to revisit a hunt I wasn't ready to call quits on. While I'd gotten lucky with a shiny Panpour at the end of my Zone 15 hunt, I was still missing 2 of the 3 elemental monkeys. And while I could have found their evolved forms in Area 20, I hadn't managed to do so, meaning it was now or never. I was determined to find at least one of Pansear or Pansage, so I made the decision. I wasn't leaving until I had a new elemental monkey, no matter how long it would take. And let's just say the game recognized this ultimatum and decided to inject a little bit of humor. That's not, is it? No, it is not. That looks shiny as well. I'm losing it. I'm seeing things. Dude, I have to be seeing things, right? You have got to be kidding me! How? I just saw them and I was like, there are 2 there that look really discolored, but there's no way that could be the case. Are they actually gonna run away? Oh my goodness. No, they're just gonna sit here. Okay, well. Splendid. Oh! Did it finally happen? Monkey? That looks like monkey to me. Hey, buddy. Hey. Oh. It happened. Finally. Oh. No.
Did you save?
It's fine.
I swear on God's green earth.
Ah! Oh! Monkey! How's he gonna get home? Wait, that was me getting close to that monkey, right? Wait!
Oh my god, there's another shiny fletchling.
I was gonna say, that was really throwing me. There's no way. You've got to be kidding me. It's a shiny Cleffa, but come on. This is so far from where I was running. That's so funny. Are there any other shinies I should know about? Nice. While I'd certainly had to work for it, I'd found a Pansage. And admittedly, Cleffa was a very cool shiny to find, and another fletchling finished the evolution line, though the Pidgey incident was only really amusing in retrospect. With this, we're 30 hours into the challenge, and I knew that it was time to start hunting specific species of Pokémon if I wanted to add them to my collection. And first on the list was a Pokémon that could only be found in Lumio sewers. Chandelure is definitely among the most popular shiny Pokémon, and with a new Mega Evolution, it was one I knew I had to hunt. Unfortunately, there aren't many great methods in this game, the best of which is simply running back and forth on this stretch in the Lumio sewers. As a silver lining, I can also find Patrat here as a consolation prize, but considering they're aggressive if I step too close, I found myself knocking them out more often than not. Truth be told, I expected to be stuck here for the next several hours, but it was clear to see that my luck was finally starting to turn around. Yo, that's a shiny Litwig! That was so quick! Oh, look at him, he looks so good! Nice! Oh, I'm stoked about that. Finding a shiny Litwick so quickly was incredible, though it did catch me by surprise. In fact, having caught the candle so quickly meant that I wasn't entirely sure where to hunt next. I'd had a few ideas, but none that I was ready to commit to. Ironically, this ended up working out in my favour, as my lucky streak would continue simply scouting out new areas to shiny hunting.
That's a big Pidgeotto, goddamn.
Wait, hold on. There's no way.
That's a shiny Pidgeotto.
There's no way.
That's a shiny Pidgeotto.
Yeah, that totally is, isn't it? I'm literally sitting here just trying to decide what to shiny hunt next, and you hit me with this? Yeah, it totally is. That's so silly. Like what? Here it would just be... There's no way. First of all, I saw a shiny Heracross in the distance. Second, I think I heard a shiny jingle, which means there were 2. There's no way! What is happening? I saw the Heracross in the distance and I was way too far from it. That's definitely the...
On the roof? Oh, it's that Vivian.
Oh my... I mean, that's kind of cool. Okay. Okay, there's Vivian. Yeah, that's the other one over there. Dude, what is happening? I've just found 3 random shinies in the space of like 5 minutes just trying to decide where to hunt next. Honestly, I'm not sure how I found any of these 3 shiny Pokemon. I didn't spend any considerable amount of time in these areas between recordings, but all 3 were welcome additions. But eventually, I made a decision on where to hunt next. While you can't go far in Lumio City without finding a species of Pokemon to hunt for with a Mega Evolution, Zone 10 is especially stacked, with Carvanha, Staryu, Slowpoke, and Tynamo all among the list of possible encounters. Tynamo was my #1 target here, and the best method was another bench in the middle of the Wild Zone. I'd hoped that this hunt would be much like Area 12, but after spending an hour and a half on the bench, I had nothing to show for it. And I mean it this time, no surprise shiny Pokemon hidden away. But around this time, I came across another new idea that was spreading among shiny hunters. The effectiveness of fast travel hunting was well known by this point, and naturally, aspiring collectors were looking to see how many different Pokemon they could use this method for. While most of the game's fast travel points are in fixed locations, there's one exception, the nighttime battle zones. Every night in Legends EA, an area of the city will be designated as a battle zone. The area is cordoned off, and the game creates a fast travel point for easy access. But these battle zones can be used to fast travel reset Pokemon that are too far away from normal spots. Some hunts, such as Skarmory, are much quicker with this method, and I had my eyes on Rolts. Rolts can spawn around here among some Bellsprout, and either one would be a fantastic new find with a Mega Evolution to boot. And thankfully my dry spell in the zone before was compensated for here. Oh, well I certainly got something there. I mean, would that be the Rolts and Bellsprout from over the wall? Yo, the shiny Rolts! We actually got it! That's so good! But is it gonna be male or female for the evolution? Ah, dude, how do I get in there? Dude, look at him, he looks so good. It's a male, so that will be a Gallade. Nice, got him. So I've literally just caught the Rolts down there, and I climbed up here and I looked at that Avalugg, and I think that's shiny as well. Let's go to Zone 12. Yeah, that's totally shiny. That's so funny. Might be too far to reach. Oh, wait, hello? Didn't realize Vanillite could spawn here. Okay. Wow, we're really cleaning up all the Pokemon I was missing from Zone 12. I was thrilled to catch not only the Rolts I was looking for, but a shiny Avalugg and Vanillite. And had I known about Battle Zone fast travel sooner, I might have dedicated more time to them in this video. Nevertheless, I was riding a lucky streak, and I wanted to see if it would last for one of the most challenging hunts in the game. Drampa is both elusive and exclusive. Its shiny is great, it has a Mega Evolution, but it's also among the trickiest hunts in the whole game. Though not immediately obvious, Legends EA has phases of its day and night cycle, and Drampa will only spawn during the first quarter of the daytime, after which its spawn is replaced with a different Pokemon. Considering it's a single spawn, slightly outside of fast travel range, and has this unique condition, the hunt for a shiny Drampa is among the hardest in the game. But with plenty of other shinies in Area 19 that I would be keen to find, including Eevee, Furfrou, Ordino, and Kangaskhan, I was willing to give it a shot. Yo, hold up a second. Now that is a cool shiny. Shiny Alpha Furfrou. I thought I saw that. Yeah, here comes the concern. The first Furfrou, pretty cool. There he is. Oh, okay. Alright, this is what we're doing, I see. Ah. Yo, it looks so good. I didn't think the grey colour would be so pronounced. I feel like I'm at the zoo. Yo, another one. Nice. Yo. Alright, I mean, clearly it was start with all the shiny Furfrou, and now it's follow up with all the shiny Kangaskhan. Okay. Yeah, starting to think that maybe I don't need yet another shiny Kangaskhan. Unfortunately, Drampa would remain the victor this time. Having already caught so many of the other shinies in the area, I wasn't willing to risk using up a lot of my time chasing one Pokemon. Instead, I turned to the list of Pokemon I still wanted to take a crack at, and in the hopes of finding a Pokemon I'd already made an effort to search for, I went to Zone 14. Here we can find Ground, Rock, and Steel type Pokemon, and I'm after two finds in particular, Drillbur and Aron. Fast travelling remains the best option here given the absence of any nearby benches, though Drillbur is still problematic because I won't know if it's shiny until I approach, and though it took a little bit of effort, eventually Zone 14 started to deliver. Oh! He's in the ground! Alright, here's the question, is it going to be an Onix or a Drillbur?
Easy Drillbur.
It is a Drillbur! Look at him! With the blue nose! There we go. Oh! Oh my god. It would be you, wouldn't it? Well, would you look at that? To be fair, I did want a second Magikarp. Let's have a peek. Oh! Yo! The shiny Lairon. Oh, it actually looks so good. There we go. Thankfully, I'd managed to find my targets just before the hour was up, putting us at 36 hours. From here, I knew it was time for a hunt I'd known I'd wanted to attempt since the very beginning. With so few spawns, Pokemon like Absol can be much trickier to hunt for effectively. I started off on the rooftop near the Jaune district, where there's an Absol spawn right beside a bench. For a low intensity hunt, this is the best option. But as I was looking to find the Absol as quickly as possible, I opted for an alternative. On the opposite side of the city, on a rooftop, we can reset the spawn of an Absol in the far off distance by pacing back and forth. Though it can be hard to spot whether it was shiny or not from so far away, I preferred this active method over the tedium of spamming bench resets. However, it became clear that Absol was really going to make me work for it this time. Who knows how many shiny Spinarak I could find in the time it takes me to find one shiny Drampa.
Yeah, that's your next video. How many shiny Spinaracks can I find in 50 hours?
I could go on record and say, for a fact, nobody wants me to shiny hunt Spinarak and only Spinarak for 50 hours. You wanna know what remains my favourite part of the whole Legends EA release cycle up to this point? Without a doubt, the reaction of French content creators and live streamers to croissant curry. The sheer outrage of like, how dare they? This is how they view us. Because a Brit who was subjected to it with sword and shield, it's very vindicating. I'm pretty sure it was a police officer who, as soon as he spotted you, pretty sure he said something along the lines of, "Oi, oi, oi, fancy a scrap with a copper?" And I'm like, this can't be real.
Is that how you guys talk?
Oi, 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 fancy a scrap with a copper? It's like, no, sir, I really don't. Just trying to walk down the road. Instead, I'm being accosted by the police. I think that's it. Oh my god, right in the nick of time as well. Yes, look at him. Oh, it looks so good. There we go. Oh, that's a relief. It's good that I got that, because having had that shiny Absol just then, I can also now, without regret, catch the shiny fletchling that I had spawned for all of that hunt. Also, was that something else? Did I hear another? Oh my god, it is. Wait, that's a shiny Budu. Okay, so yeah, I spawned 2 extra shinies on this other rooftop just trying to get the Absol. Oh! Oh. I had found the Absol, and just in the nick of time. After catching Absol, as well as the bonus Fletchling and Budu that had spawned, I was just shy of 40 hours, leaving 10 hours left of my challenge. While this may sound like a lot, I actually had just 1 hunt left in my plan, but it's easily the most time-consuming hunt one can embark on in Legends EA, the fossil Pokemon. In Legends EA, you can buy fossils from the Stone Emporium. By buying a stack of 30 fossils and taking them to Reg in the Professor's lab, you can restore a box full of fossil Pokemon and check for a shiny. If there's no shiny, simply reset and repeat the process. While this is among the fastest hunts we've ever had for fossil Pokemon, it's still one of the longest hunts in Legends EA, as fossil Pokemon don't receive a bonus from the shiny charm. In other words, we're relying on the base odds of 1 in 4,096. And as I embark on this hunt, which is effectively spamming the A button for 10 minutes at a time for 10 hours, let's break things up with a fun fossil fact. This laboratory is where you can find the single rarest shiny Pokemon in Legends EA. I've already said that Tyrant and Amaura are among the hardest hunts in the game, but what if you want an alpha one? Well, the odds of an alpha Pokemon are 1 in 100, so finding a shiny alpha Tyrant will be a 1 in 409,000 chance. But we can go even further. Tyrant and Amaura both have a gender imbalance, with 7 out of 8 being male and 1 out of 8 being female. This means the odds of finding a shiny alpha female Tyrant would be approximately 1 in 3,276,800. So yeah, good luck. Send me a picture if you find one. And buy a lottery ticket. As for my hunt, here's an update. After 3 hours, it was clear to see that I could revive a full box worth of Tyrant in about 10 minutes, meaning by this point I checked about 540 Tyrant. While I'm no mathematician, I was starting to doubt the 7-hour estimate I'd heard for a shiny fossil Pokemon. But I carried on undeterred and hopeful that my perseverance would be rewarded. Alright. 4 hours in. Oh my god, I got it! Oh my god! Yo! I did not actually think I would get one. Wow. Look at him! Oh, that's so good! Look at him! I didn't think I would get one in the 10 hours. I really didn't. Against all expectations, I'd found a shiny Tyrant. And just look at him. Easily one of the best shiny Pokemon in the game, and among my favourites from this challenge. And having only taken 4 hours to find one, I knew I had to take my chances. So I hurried back to the Stone Emporium and bought 30 Sail fossils to continue the hunt, this time for shiny Amaura. Nothing. Fossil check. Nothing. Shiny check. Nothing. Alrighty. The timer has officially hit 50 hours. Alright. That is the final inventory of Amaura and the final hunt of the challenge. Do we get the shiny? We do not. But that is fun. That would have been a pretty crazy shiny at the end if we did hit it. With that, the 50 hours was up. And here's the breakdown. Throughout this challenge, I'd found 97 shiny Pokemon. Of those, 74 were unique species, 24 were alpha Pokemon, and 25 had mega evolutions. And considering many of the slower hunts I embarked on, a rate of 1 shiny every 30 minutes is pretty insane. So overall, it's clear as day that Pokemon Legends ZA is a worthy successor to Legends Arceus as far as shiny hunting goes, and thankfully there's a wide variety of different methods and strategies to use. But with the release of the Mega Dimension DLC on the horizon, it's possible that we'll see more new Pokemon to hunt, as well as new shiny hunting methods. So if that's something you'd like to see a video on, then let me know. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you all next time.